everyone, and welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild. My name is Ashley. You may know me as Minnesota Muse, and I will be your DM for the evening, and we are playing the Undying Sky. That's right, it is a Spiral World mini campaign created by yours truly and the players who will play in this game with me. We want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we appreciate your support and just for hanging out and having fun with us because we love you guys. Please consider subscribing if you like what we do over here, and if you want to get involved with the game, you can donate advantage to the players or me by donating and cheering bits. A couple of shout outs. Please join us every Tuesday for Heroes of Greyhawk, a campaign with DM Dave. And please support our friends at 2 Minute Tabletop, who have provided us with many of the lovely maps that we use and tokens that we use for this game. The music we're using is by Tabletop Audio, and we thank them for their amazing audio that they create. If you want to get involved with our shenanigans, join the Guild Superior Discord, where we play games, talk games, and post gifs and memes, mostly of coffee and animals drinking coffee. So if you like that, you want to just talk TTRPGs, you want to play some TTRPGs, join our Discord. All right. And then last but not least, we have a giveaway. That's right. We have a sponsor. Our sponsor is Trollord Games. And if you will excuse me just one moment as I bring this up. Nope, that one. I'm so prepared. I know everything. I've got all this memorized and stuff. Thank you, good folks at Trollord Games, for sponsoring the Undying Sky. We will be giving away a $10 promo code at the end of the stream that one lucky winner can use to purchase digital loot over at the Trollord Games website. Just type !drawing in the chat for your chance to win, and somebody will show you how to do that in just one moment. And now, if you haven't heard yet, the Trollord Games, the team at Trollord Games is also bringing back Gary Gygax's World Builders Archive to print. They've got a Kickstarter going right now to fund an update and reprint of this amazing series, so please go check that out as well. All right, and so with that, I would love to introduce my wonderful friends and players tonight. I'm going to go around the table and I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves, and please introduce your character and describe what they look like. Let's start with Tyler. Ty Thalanos.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ty Thalanos, gamer, streamer. Loving being here playing Loyal, a tiefling monk so far. Also a touch of warlock in there. I forgot what else I was supposed to say.
What does he look like?
Oh, kind of a reddish purplish skin, dragon horns. Sorry, demon horns. God dang it.
They're horns.
They're horns.
Spirally.
And still kind of wearing the simple shop type clothes with the fancy dark cape though.
A beautiful, sleek, shiny black cape over the top. Wonderful. Okay, so next up, Tara.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tara. You can find me on the socials as Your Know Me or Your Know Me Too. Tonight I'll be playing Blinkin Troggenbow. She's a rock gnome who has cleric tendencies with a little bit of warlock. Her looks a little like stone. She's grayish and has gray hair. She has bright purple eyes though, and that's what really sets her apart. Pretty standard. Still going to school to be a cleric. Not really enjoying the school because they want her to be something she doesn't want to be. So she's on sabbatical.
Right. And getting into trouble here in the wonderful world of Elisar. Next up, Shelly.
Hey dudes, it's Shelly, also known as Flea Monkey out in the world. Hey, it's Flea Monkey on Threads and Instagram. Tonight I'm playing Jillian Zane, a human goth rogue, goth level 5, rogue level 2, warlock level 1. She is pale, black hair, dark eyes, dark clothes, couple of chains, and also one of those aforementioned beautiful, sleek, shiny black capes. Her aesthetic is most definitely goth. You will see a hood up, you will see a smoke out. Most likely.
Smells like mint in here.
It's very minty. It's very clean and crisp. That's
All
Jillian.
right. And last but not least, we have Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch and on other parts of the internet. Yeah, tonight I am playing Gren. He is a second level artificer and now part warlock. What does he look like?
Yeah, what does he look like?
Dark red auburn hair, pretty nice suit of armor, walks around with the big staff, quarter staff, and he's got a lot of tools on his belt for some reason. And yeah, he comes from a noble background, so he's not too streetwise and a little naive about the ways of the world, I think.
All right, so those are our characters. And with that, I think it's time for a recap. All right, guys. Our last session, Jillian ran into Midsky, the Minx, part of her gang, the Alley Brigade. They told Jillian that her friends would soon be moved from the jail to a work camp out of town. Jillian invited the remaining Alley Brigade members to stay with them at Hector's Fabulous Cheese Crowns. Gren identified the pan pipes that he received from grandmother to find that they summoned and commanded rats, both alive and the undead. Jillian and Loyal visited the jail, where Loyal had the realization that Jillian was part of the gang that attempted to rob his jewelry shop, and her incarcerated friends were the very people that he turned into the town guard. I came back to bite him. Jillian bargained that the Alley Brigade would help them sneak into the library if they were freed. Loyal attempted to work out a deal for their early release, but it required the help of his employer, Max. So that is yet to be done. The party then took a evening stroll along the town and ended up loitering in front of the library after sundown. Most of the shops around you have closed up. There's a number of like little cart shops where the canvas has been pulled down and tied tight, and there doesn't seem to be many shopkeepers around, just a pair of guards that are watching the main entrance of the library. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I forgot that we were kind of loitering out front.
Smoking too, chilling. We're not just staring expectantly at the guards.
Because they don't allow smoking inside, so you're getting it out now.
I'm 50 feet
there's
away
the
from
plan.
the building, yeah. So you guys think we should, like, I mean, I don't want to use the terminology you might not be familiar with, but should we case the joint first? You know what that means, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we can fit it in a box.
what?
Well,
I don't think
Alright,
we can
alright.
get past those guards unless we get in a fight or something.
Maybe we should, take a walk around and see so we can get away from these guys.
Just look around at the very least.
Makes sense.
That's what I meant.
Oh,
Okay. Good plan.
What kind of a vibe are you guys trying to give off as you walk around in a group?
Casual.
Tourists.
Tourists? Okay.
are you getting out your pen and pencil so you can make sketches? Is that what you're doing, Gren?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gren
Taking
does
quick,
rubbings.
very quick sketches. Sketches.
Does Blink
Yes.
and pull out her
I was-
300-year-old tourist guide?
Can't see a darn thing in this thing.
It's highly inaccurate. All right. Yeah, once they see you kind of like looking at the book and then pointing to things, they're like, "Oh, we know what this is. We've seen tourists before."
And
Yeah,
then-
yeah, they kind of like cringe smile at you.
They totally
What
believe
they
that.
just lean over like, "Oh my God, more."
I mean,
They're
if nothing
totally-
else works, we can
Okay,
also like just ask about visiting. If we can just walk in quick.
They're buying this act we're doing. I mean, should we just
Okay,
try it
okay,
right
let's-
now?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So here's our story. I'm not actually a student, all right, and I'm like stuffing my ID bracelet down my shirt a little bit. It seems like the safer idea right now. And I pull my hood up, maybe just in case they know what. I don't recognize them, but in case they know what I look like, one of you guys want to do the talking?
Not me, thank you.
Are we just trying to go in as visitors?
They're not going to let us in as visitors, but they might have some information about the library. I don't know. We could see what they have to say about,
Tours. Maybe we could take a tour.
tours, for example. Any other points of interest around here? You guys got this. You guys got this. And I pull out a smoke. Let's go.
Are you sure we don't want to just take a lap around the place first?
Loyal, you gonna screw it up?
Maybe.
Blinken takes Loyal's hand and starts dragging him away from the entrance to go walk around.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're just watching you guys now, just as you
We'll come-
awkwardly
we'll
are
just come back
launching
later.
back and forth.
Oh my god, you guys. All right. Let's go walk around the building.
All right, you start wandering off, kind of like following the perimeter of the castle wall, because the library really is like a castle. It's a giant multi-storied Gothic building with turrets and fun spikes and like just kind of a spooky vibe occasionally. And I mean, like, for the most part, it seems pretty well maintained. And there's no crumbling walls, there's no obvious gaps. The gardener has even kind of like made sure that the grounds are well manicured. It's rich people go here.
So there aren't like a lot of guards out or anything.
No, it actually doesn't seem like there are a lot of guards guarding the wall of this establishment.
Not one's up either. Like we can't see any patrolling up top.
It looks to be about 2 stories up before there's like a lip or an edge that would possibly be an overlooking balcony, or a walkway.
What about any clerics? Are there any? I mean, I know we're around the back and it's dark out, but do we see any kind of clerics of Oth floating around here?
Make a perception check.
That would be a 12. That would be a 14, sorry.
Okay. I mean, you see a little bit of movement on the second story as like some figure kind of like finishes walking off and then disappears inside a building or like beyond the view. So there are people occasionally up there. Jillian, you don't remember looking over the second floor. That is not necessarily something that you did well in your 2 days as a student here.
Right.
Perhaps you spent more time in the dining hall, noshing on delicious gourmet food, or in trying to steal expensive books that you could maybe sell or use later in the library proper.
So there aren't a lot of even windows on the first floor?
There are not. There are a couple of like arrow slit holes on the first floor towards the front entrance. But you remember that they didn't seem to be regularly manned when you walked in. It just was there in case there was a siege of some kind.
How long do you think it would take us to get around the perimeter?
Oh gosh. Maybe half an hour to 45 minutes if you wanted to walk all the way around the outside of it.
I think we do, just to see if there's any other cracks in the exterior here that we could slip into. So I think that's what Jillian's looking for anyway. Windows that we could pop in, or that we could send, Minx in or somebody to let us in. Stuff like that. Also, good shrubbery near the building for cover if needed. All those things.
You notice a few shrubs on one side are kind of like shaped like animals. Like they're highly preened, and like maybe one's a dolphin. And then maybe one's a bunny. But there's not a lot of like shaggy, overgrown brush kind of areas on the side of the building that you are currently on.
Okay.
So is our walk eventful outside of that? Are we still seeing things that maybe help us in that manner? And then when we do circle back, is it guard switch time, or will the guards still see us?
Well, so you walk all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could we also, one more thing to make note of though too, is the second story where we see them moving. Like we could get up there if we needed to. So I'd be paying attention to windows on the second floor as well.
Okay. I mean, if you had the reach, if you like had a spider climb, or if you had some kind of projectile
Batman
that
gun.
could like a grappling gun or something, like you could.
Right.
There are things that you could attach something to and then climb up. If that was your inclination, it's not impossible.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Can Gren see any buildings outside of the wall that look somewhat official, like they could be also library buildings? Just having grown up with nobility, he knows that oftentimes these people have tunnels that lead out of their manors and whatnot. So he's wondering maybe there's like some kind of concealed entrance somewhere.
Please make an investigation check.
I didn't have my dice out yet. Hold on. Not too bad. What's my bonus? Come on. 19.
Okay. With a 19, you notice that there is what seems to be a little, possibly a groundskeeper cottage to like the far side of one of the properties. That it's just, it looks kind of like a one-room house. There's a little bit of smoke curling out that you could just barely see. It's getting darker by the moment. But you can also smell the smell of smoke from a campfire or hearth fire. You can also see that, like, you can tell different parts of the library wall are older than others. Like you kind of see where old work has joined new work. Like, oh, this was like the original building. Oh, this is the addition. The stone looks like a slightly different kind of stone. And such like that.
Hey, Blinken, I don't know anything about stone, but I think you do. Also like to lick it, which is weird to me. You think some of that old stone might be crumbly? I think we could maybe find, I mean, if this place is falling down anyway, be worth a check.
Blinken will full out get excited and then run up to lick the stone and investigate it.
Oh, I shouldn't have said lick.
Yeah, as you're licking some stone on the wall of the building, you particularly like find yourself drawn to an older section of the wall that it looks like was maybe, roll an investigation check.
Fine vintage.
Wonderful year.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Whoa.
20, yeah. As you're pressing yourself up against the wall and licking it like you're in a music video, you notice that this section of the wall used to be a door that has been cemented shut.
So, the things that I know about stone are very particular, and I noticed that this portion right here is stone that has been placed there over what used to be an entrance. So that is very helpful. Does Blinken like know how old it is? Probably.
It's been sealed, you think, for over 100 years. And as she points to the door, like now that she points at it, you can kind of see, yeah, okay, I guess that grout is a slightly different color, like just barely perceivable to the eye, where they have grouted in the door into the wall.
So, this is a possibility for us. Does anybody have the ability to smell stone. I know you work with stone, Loyal. Well, gems. Do you work with stones too?
Not really, not to this extent.
Look at the tool belt on Gren's. Got to be something there we can use.
To what? To do what?
This
You want me to
this
fix
used
something?
to be a no. I want you to break something.
Oh.
Is that within your wheelhouse? Breaking stuff?
Not really.
You want to expand your horizons?
Well, I got a crowbar in my backpack. I mean, that might be able to. We can't do that. We need a more subtle way to get in. We can't just start banging on the wall. They're gonna hear us, right?
Blinken looks at Jillian. So your friends that are supposedly innocent, do they have access to things that go boom?
We have. Also, I take issue with your word of supposedly, because we totally did it. We have all manner of things back at the house. Explosions are not really our thing. We're not the demo crew, but we've got other tools. We could try it, but Gren is right. We don't want to make a ton of noise out here doing it. Unless there's some other noises going on somewhere else on the grounds. If you pick my meaning.
I think I know what you're putting down there. Okay, so how do we mark this spot so that we know that this could be a potential good spot to come back to?
Your audio is breaking up a lot. I don't know
what
why.
happens.
Maybe it'll just come back in a minute. Let's just
It
give it a.
probably would. It's the way of the gremlins. Okay, so you are standing in front of a cemented up old doorway. What you guys gonna do?
I mean,
Gren?
I don't know what I can do about this. I mean, we could hammer at it. We could try something like that, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh no.
I don't have any like spells that'll do anything here. I don't think.
Does anyone have any rope that we could maybe I believe Lincoln did move that something with her mind previously. Would that help get us something up high? No?
We have rope, of course.
Are we kind of in an isolated spot? Is there like people looking at us right now?
There doesn't seem to be anybody on the ground near you. Do you want to do a perception check to see
Sure.
if anybody is on the balconies above?
Yeah. Let's see. 13 total.
It's hard to tell. It's getting later and it's very dark out. You could always light a torch.
Gren is give me a minute. Let me just step aside here real quick. And he's gonna kind of lean down and start casting detect magic.
Okay. All right. And how does the detect magic spell work for what you could see?
Well, it lets you see, let me bring up the description real quick. It lets you see magical items within a 30-foot range of you. You see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. it can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, so he probably can't see through the wall, but he's kind of trying to find out if there's like an enchantment on the wall or like above the wall where they would possibly try to climb over or something. So he can't see through it, but just kind of looking at the surface, I guess, to see if there's anything hidden.
As you concentrate on it, it does kind of seem like there's a light kind of aura of magic on the stone walls. It's, some kind of protective magic. I mean, possibly it's also something that prevents the walls from crumbling because the building's so old. It's maybe a preservation type magic. But
it pretty much covers the whole wall.
Yeah, as far as you
Okay.
can see, it's a very faint.
Yeah.
It's not like, wow, this thing is warded up. It's
Mhm.
like everything just kind of gently has like an aura as you look left and right, like down the sides of the building.
Yeah, these walls they have some kind of enchantment on them. Some kind of magic. Protective or So, I mean, but there's a chance that it might be some kind of alarm.
Could be an alarm. There's a lot of expensive stuff inside here. I know.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
well,
don't think climbing over the wall is a good idea. Not that they see this. Or banging on it with a hammer for them,
It does seem that if you made loud banging noises on the side of the building, that perhaps someone would come
in
to
middle of
find
the
out what
night.
that was.
Not suspicious at all.
Don't
So, yeah,
be
no.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
She does a little dance.
I don't know that one.
what was on that stone she licked? Whoa.
Knowledge.
Okay.
Knowledge.
Rat.
And a little bit of drugs.
Look, the good stuff is on the stones. Okay.
It's mineral based.
Gwen, I have a question for you. You might
Yeah?
not want to pound at the stone, but is there a way that we can deteriorate the cement between the stones, because that stuff's nasty anyway, and maybe get it so that the stones break apart so that we can go in this way?
No.
Do you have anything like that?
No.
How about Jillian? Do you have acid means with your friends?
Well, what kind of acid are we talking here?
Deteriorate cement between stones?
I don't know if we have that or not. That isn't really
Okay.
what
Sounds
I
like
work
something
with, but
that you might get from an alchemist, though.
A potion.
for example,
I mean,
but
there's
if
I just thought of something. Remember when
I'm all
we woke up in that on the grass after
Yeah.
Grandma booted us?
yes.
Wasn't there some kind of sewer or tunnel over there?
there was a sewer,
Like a drain?
Was a sewer.
Do you think that would lead back to the... I mean,
it's got
I'm
to,
not
right?
sure how she got us out of there, but we did see that over there.
How are we going to get back in, though? How are we going to know which way to go? Probably a maze down there, right?
We can leave marks.
I'm curious what this means.
Yeah. Well, we have... Yeah. I mean, I have torches. It might smell down there, though. Who knows what lives down there?
Well, you also have your flute, so we have rats that can assist us, yes?
Yeah, we could we c- we could ask the rats to help us.
Speak
How many-
to animals?
No, any of you guys can do that?
How many rats do you think we can get? I mean, we've only done it twice and we've gotten one each time.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem to last very long. And the dead ones just kind of fall over when they're done dancing. So it's
I mean, oh man, how many could you get? You could certainly try if you just played
If you
for a
just keep
long
playing.
time and you walk through rat-infested areas. I don't know. You could probably get a lot.
Wait, could he, as he plays it, could summon more and more and then command them all at once?
Could we have a rat
It's
army, I guess, is the
possible.
question.
It could be a rat Pied Piper.
Gren,
I mean, the sewers
You
weren't
have a
even on the
calling.
docket, but now.
screw the library. Let's try this.
Well,
You're gonna go on the town with our rat circus.
Okay, no.
I'm sure they'd let us in then.
But
I don't
I
know.
don't think we should go that far away to find a sewer, though. That was a ways away, I think.
It was kind of the other, it seemed like it was the far end of town that the sewer grate was. So, in theory, if you got into the sewers at that point, it would be a fairly long trek. But, I mean, in theory, it's got to connect to the library sewers
So
if
if we
you wanted to go that way.
so if we found something closer as an entrance, we could possibly use that. But
Crowbar.
we'd have to know, right, but we'd have to know which way we'd need to go to get into the library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like a map or a spell or a guide or like those are all potential things if you want to dungeon delve through the sewers.
I suspect that human Jeff has spent some time in the sewers. You know, one of the guys
Slander.
in the jail.
One of your friends
Mm-hmm. Well,
would go in the sewer?
yep. I mean, it is sometimes the way to get to, and Jillian trails off.
So we went from having trouble getting past 2 library guards to having to break out from a number of city guards, half a dozen city guards. So why do I feel like we're going the wrong way?
Well,
We haven't even finished going around the library yet. Right? I mean, we should finish this first. I do have rope though, if we feel like maybe we want to swoop up to the next level. Maybe there's some kind of hooks or something. I mean, I've never been back here. I've only just been to a couple of places inside. So I don't know.
Okay. All right, guys. I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw.
oh,
Oh no.
It's the GM. You're taking 2. Oh my goodness. That's a 9 for loyal.
Nice work, monk.
Mhm.
I don't think it's too
23.
great for Gran either. Dex, you said?
Yes, please.
9.
Yep.
The boys are
15.
killing it tonight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. So Gren and Loyal, as you guys are next to each other having this conversation on the side of the building, the two of you are just boosh doused with water. And you hear just peals of giggles from like 2 stories up. And
So-
like
what
just
the-
the 2 little like figures are looking over and they're like laughing and pointing at you.
What was that? He's gonna turn around. Can you see him?
Yeah, you can you can hear them for sure. There are two probably apprentice wizards who have just equivalent of thrown water balloons at you from the second story. Probably water orbs.
You've been orbed.
Do you think they would let us in?
You just hear a little voice go, "You're all wet!"
You!
Run! Your little
Those little.
like run. Tick, tick, tick.
So you're saying they left the window open?
It's
Well-
as you look up, it's a balcony. So or possibly it's even further in than that. It's some kind of a level that is outside that, so they were able to walk outside onto some kind of a balcony ledge that maybe runs across most of one side of this building. It's hard to see like how that connected into a tower or the side of the building, but there's definitely an open air balcony-ish causeway walkway thing about 2 stories up. You guys are soaking wet.
I don't think I can climb up there either.
Gran will start using prestidigitation to dry himself off. It'll probably take a
He'll
little
doing
while.
it the old-fashioned way, just kind of wringing out the shirt.
Flap it around like you did the capes down in the basement.
Those little jerks. How dare they?
I'd have done it.
Are we sure that's water?
I mean, I think it is.
It
I hope
smells
it
like
is.
water.
They got you guys good.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
We could use this. We could go back to the guards and say somebody from upstairs splashed you. If we could go in, maybe they'd let us in and dry you off.
Hey, you guys, Scottish Chef just donated bits, so all of you get advantage. Thank you.
Ooh, thanks,
Thanks,
Chef.
Chef.
I mean, maybe, they might have come from somewhere. Maybe there's a way in up there.
I mean, Jillian knows that if there's students up there, like, there's got to be a way and an unsupervised way for those younger troublemakers to have gotten out there. And there certainly is most likely no one watching them if they were able to douse you with water from the second floor.
So they're just on the second floor. So all we need to do is get up like 15 feet. Is that it?
Well,
Ish. I have 50 feet of rope.
50 feet of rope would do it.
All right.
However, I wonder how far I can, like what I did with that candy wrapper, that meat stick wrapper back at the other place.
Your meat tube.
My meat tube. Yeah, the meat tube, the wrapper. Wonder how far I for sure wouldn't be able to affect something across the city with that. You want me to try to get a rope up there? This is heavier
Go
than a
try
meat
it.
tube wrapper, but
I would feel more comfortable if we had reinforcements. I think that we should just try and see the rest of the library and then head back to go talk to the crown shop to talk with Minx and stuff and see if they're in for sure. That way we can also get on to Max to make sure he knows what's going on and we can convince him to get your other friends out.
I think we have to do this tonight.
There's an opportunity right here, maybe.
We should try it.
And I hear what you're saying, Blinken. It's wise, but those kids are not. They can't be supervised. Let's just see what we can. Maybe I won't even be able to do this.
I will assist in any way that I can, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to get over that wall.
You guys are all still standing where you were standing before.
Pretty much, yeah.
In the
Please make
puddles.
another dexterity
Yep.
saving throw.
Oh, no!
Oh God.
Oh
my
my God.
What did Gren get?
Nat 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God, I got a 9.
Oh. I got 18.
14.
Yeah. Gren and Loyal. Actually, you know what, Gren, you're looking up and talking, and you just get a
he
big
just finishes
mouthful of
trying.
water. As
He-
boosh!
Ah,
We got him again!
Water
you
from the
little
toilet.
bastards! Gran is losing it now. I'm. Shit. Let's just get out of here. This sucks.
Just let me try this.
They're still up there. What are we gonna do?
Well, you guys are the ones that keep getting hit. Just go back a little bit.
Gren's gonna move far away from the wall
yeah.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we'll go towards kind of the shrubbery.
We got more of that where this came from.
Don't make me come up there.
Grant. Shh. Let it go.
Peals of laughter.
Let it go.
Is there anything I could loop my rope to if I tied like a
Yeah, there's kind of like
lasso type deal?
there is a irregular edge to the second story, so you could possibly tie it around one of those, or if you had a grapple on the end of it.
I don't have a grapple.
I don't think I have a grapple, but I have
If you lassoed one of those kids, just
a
They just
crowbar
come right down.
and I have pitons. But I don't think we should hammer anything into the wall.
No. I'll see if I can just tie it around that edge up there.
Are you gonna like try to climb the wall?
I mean, Jillian looks around like, is there... how many eyes could be on her right now?
well, at least two
At
giggly
least two
voices from above.
Orb tossers, yeah. Jerks.
They orbed you good.
You've been orbed. Okay, are we
Yeah,
are we in consensus? I mean, should I
Yeah.
do this or not? I don't.
let's just try it. Just be ready to run.
Okay, I might be halfway up a rope, but I get
Well,
it if you.
Drop down
need to
and
run.
start running. I'll send you a signal. And he'll cast message like this so that you can hear it. We'll keep an eye out.
Sorry, is that in my head right now?
Mm-hmm.
This is just like Grandma. You got? She do something to you with those cookies? How come you can do it?
No, I learned this on my own. I learned it from my uncle.
You already knew how to do this.
Well, yeah, I knew some magic before I came here, yeah.
Okay. I'll be listening for your voice in my head then if something goes down.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll cast Mage Hand.
Gran will go up to you and put his hand on his shoulder and say, "You got this. We believe in you. And he'll cast guidance.
Okay. I feel suddenly just a little bit more proficient with what I'm gonna do. So
So that gives you a D4 to any ability check.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Before or after you make the roll.
Okay. Thank you. So I will imagine the spectral floating hand when it just pops into existence weirdly. And it's gonna pull the rope up to the second story.
Okay.
So it's still within the 30 feet range.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Natural 20. So
There are two little
24.
figures standing, like, looking over at you as you are floating this rope towards them.
don't you touch that or it'll be the last thing you do. I'm trying to intimidate them into not touching my rope.
I don't know. Things have gone really well for them. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us?
No, just
Okay,
Jillian.
that's a 16.
Okay, yeah. There's a big splash next to you as an orb bursts on the ground. Just water sprays up. Dang it!
I speed up if I can.
Okay. So what are you attaching this to? You're trying to loop it around one of the.
Yeah, on the wall there.
Okay. Hold on a second.
If
Two little figures run over to it.
of course they do, those jerks.
Of course they do. Oh, well, not really good at this though. Yeah, the first one is kind of like pulling at it, but the second one just lifts it up and just drops it. You see the rope.
Those little jerks.
I give him one of these. Hey,
We need to
this isn't working.
Gran will send a message to Jillian. We just need to find a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
Does Loyal, from being back where he is and looking up at them, think he could try running up the wall? Or like get a running start and see how high he gets?
Oh,
As
is
a
this
monk?
dope monk shit?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
What is your or okay, like how Jackie Chan are you? Like what is your how dope are your monk skills?
I'm dexterous, but not very strong.
Okay. Okay, well, roll a dexterity check, and please note that running up a wall is very dexterous.
You know what? I want to use that advantage from Scottish Jeff. So only a 14.
Yeah, yeah, you run kind of at the wall, and you get a couple steps up, and you hear, oh! And then please make a dexterity saving throw. A moment later, as they retaliate. Yeah, you miss
17.
that one. You miss. You see it coming for you. A big orb of water just boosh next to you. It doesn't hit you. Oh, so close.
How many of those could they possibly have?
They have a lot so far.
Please, oh gosh, make an Arcana check if you would
What?
like.
Oh, I see where we're going with 11.
I mean, if they were carrying water, but like they don't seem to have a casing to the water orbs. So most likely it is some kind of a spell that they are enjoying.
So that means that we can see where they're standing too. I kind of made the assumption there was like a little flat area that was too high for us to.
You can see probably most of their heads where they're like bopping back and forth. More of them as they like lean over and drop whatever this is or cast or whatever it is. It's hard to tell because again, it is night. And it is dark out.
All right, should we move somewhere else and try this again?
Yeah, this sucks.
I mean, you guys are drenched. Can't be comfortable.
I think
Right.
Gren was able to get mostly dry from
Yeah,
his
Gren has
magical
been
spell if he's
Re-drying himself with prestidigitation.
loyal.
But I imagine it
soaked.
takes a while and multiple castings.
They got you twice.
Yeah.
Loyal will kind of like still standing under him, like getting visibly upset, and will kind of move the hair away a little bit and look up at him and call out to them. Would you just tell us how to get inside? And we'll cast Friends.
Okay. Do they make any kind of saving throw on that?
No. But
Okay.
I have advantage on charisma checks towards one of them.
Okay.
For 1 minute. And then they
Okay.
are hostile towards me, which they kind of already were. So
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no roll. You just cast it, and
that's
they're
what it seems like. Yep.
okay. Yeah. One of them, not the one that you cast, like starts going, "We don't have to tell you," and the other one goes, "If you go in through the front door, you can get up here."
Not the front door, please.
Oh, okay. I guess you could climb up.
Could you tie the rope up if we send it up again?
Okay. And the other one goes, "Stop that! No, we're gonna get in trouble."
Jillian, come on.
What
What are
Oh.
you doing?
toss the rope up there to him. We'll just toss it this time.
Okay.
I mean, like one edge of it.
Do it fast. It lasts for a minute.
Yeah, we have a minute.
They kind of
It's right
sloppily
here.
like catch it, and the other one's like, "Don't do it! No, they're tricking you. They're gonna beat us up."
We're not gonna beat you up. We just like to dry off.
Jillian is gonna try really hard to befriend the other one in a very, very charming manner. She's gonna cast Charm Person.
She's gonna charm person the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The other one just kind of goes silent, and you can
get
see
to-
they're both kind of like helping to tie the rope off.
That one gets to
and-
make a Wisdom saving throw
Oh, do they?
with Charm Person. Yeah.
13?
DC 12. Darn it.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Oh,
you just, like,
no.
No, don't do it.
Ruined it.
Seeing what's happened, Gran will cast message at the one
Oh.
that's kind of like arguing against it. He's gonna go,
Yeah.
We're instructors. We're instructors here at the library. When we get up there,
Run!
you two are in so much trouble.
Um,
Just to try to scare him off now after hopefully they did the rope first.
Yeah. The two of them actually drop the rope, and they both book it. Like, they both run away somewhere.
Did that do
But
it?
the rope is attached on the second floor.
Loyal's gonna go up quick.
Okay, make a climb check.
Gren's gonna look all around just to make sure no one's watching.
What is going on? That's natural
you
one.
can roll with advantage because you're using a rope.
16.
Different dice.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
The rope is kind of wet, I will say.
Yeah, I am wet. I am the problem.
It's me. Me, I'm the problem.
Yeah. You're able to climb up to this causeway, kind of like outdoor balcony level of the library. And you don't see anybody right now where you are. Those kids or teenagers have run off. You don't really get a good look at them because it was so dark. You could probably recognize their little bratty laughs again if they started laughing, but hard to tell what they looked like, and you don't have a lot of information.
I wave up the others and help them as best I can.
Okay. Yeah. With assistance, please roll climb checks with advantage because you are being assisted.
So would this be athletics or? would it
Yeah,
be?
it's athletics.
Got a 12.
16.
Nice.
11.
I'm gonna use
Oh,
my
man.
guidance too.
Jillian's really struggling to get up. But like Gren is getting like rope burn on his hands as he slides down every couple of feet.
Maybe do you want me to go on the bottom and I'll just
Push.
help you? A little?
Sure. Ah,
Okay.
Just tie it around yourself.
I was just gonna say, tie it around yourself, and then once some of us are up there, we can help pull him
Lincoln
up.
and Loyal will try to help, like, pull him up too.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I need to roll again?
No, it takes a
Okay.
while, but you guys eventually like crawl onto the second level.
That sucked.
Lincoln will immediately look around to make sure there's nobody looking or at them or is in eyesight of anyone. Below, above, around.
Yeah, please do a perception check.
19.
You don't see anybody right now, but you do know you guys were not quiet. Those laughing children were not quiet. So it might not be a good idea to stay here much longer.
Hey guys, we might
Come on,
want to use
let's go.
just get out of here. Like,
Mhm.
put your folks up and let's figure out where we need to get going.
Let's
I agree.
grab the rope and let's go.
Yeah, get the rope.
Yeah. Jillian's already looping it up and jamming it back in her backpack.
Doesn't work that well, but all right, good enough. I think Loyal's just gonna look at Jillian. I guess you know the place better than anyone.
I've never been in these kids' dorm room before, but so is it flat like outside along all the windows? Can we continue to move away from this location outside, or do we need to go inside and then
Yeah, there's
around?
a walkway that's open air
Okay.
With a
Oh.
little stone lip where you can kind of like look over and see the countryside and the gardens from the second story.
We should
If you-
continue
Stay
Yeah.
low. Stay low.
around the back. Jillian's pressed up against, as close as she can to the building, making her way down
Okay.
Same.
and low, I guess.
Following those that know the best.
Yeah, you guys are you're able to sneak around. Please make a stealth roll. You are all wearing your cloaks. It is dark out, so add +2 for your cloaks of the night watchmen.
Oh my god. 12 for loyal.
Okay.
16 for Blinken. Andy, you don't look happy.
Nope.
Rolled a 9. Gren rolled a 9.
Okay. That's without your bonuses
2.
or with bonuses?
With the bonus.
With for loyal.
I got 15.
You may note on my character sheet, I roll stealth at disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Sounds good. Yeah, Gren kind of like trips a little like over what maybe is like a barrel or a small crate or some kind of thing that was kind of pushed up against one side of the building. It just barely catches his foot and it just like and just like rolls out across the balcony.
Basto, we need to get away from noise.
And please make a perception check.
Jillian will be on the lookout for the next door that we can slip in.
Now
That's
I roll
maybe
a natural 20.
Dark.
Yeah, you can hear like there's footsteps in the distance, like somebody's coming this way.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. Or we need to hide. Somewhere.
Jillian, you were able to spot a doorway of some kind to off in the distance. You're not sure if this is the way those kids went or if this is the opposite way because they kind of ran off before you like really spotted where they went. But if you would like to make a dash for it, you can all scamper
Yes.
inside.
There.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Gren's gonna grab his
Serpentine.
lock picks just in case it's locked when they get there.
Okay.
Bob and weave.
Serpentine.
Okay. So Gren pulls out his lockpicks.
Yeah, just in case when they get there the door is locked, he can try to open it.
Yeah, it is locked.
Alright.
Make a oh shoot.
Um,
Make a what is it, a lockpick roll? Sorry.
Let's see. I think it's usually sleight of hand, isn't it?
Sure. Sleight of hand plus your
Proficiency bonus.
for the
Okay.
lockpicks. if you
Yeah, for
have
the
them.
tools.
This is like running in the pool area.
God.
Stop.
Again, that's just loyal because
So that's
Right,
a total of 16.
Yeah, that's enough. These
All right.
it's not like a highly complicated lock. It's more like we just wanted to keep the goddamn students off of this balcony. You easily hear it click and the door opens and you all are able to pile inside and close the door behind you.
Gently.
And
so as not to make a big slam.
I think that might be a really good place for us to take our break. What do you guys think? All right.
Sure.
So, remember that we have a drawing tonight. So if you want to win some digital loot from Trollord Games, please enter our drawing with !drawing. And you can be entered to win cool stuff too. All right, we're going to take a little 5 to 10 minute break, and we'll be back after that. So we'll see you later. And we're back. Hey, everybody. This is the Superior Adventurers Guild. We are the Undying Sky, and we have just scaled the wall of the Great Library Velisar in the attempt to sneak back in because something shady happened here, and loyal Sister Gladness is most likely somewhere inside. So we have a solid plan. You guys just ran down an outdoor causeway and dove inside a locked door and closed it behind you. And you, for the moment, are alone with just the four of you inside a kind of a nice, like, antechamber kind of room. It's stuff smells like leather in here, and like maybe this is like a smoking lounge of some kind.
Jillian, do you know where we are?
Do I know where we are? I don't
do
think
not.
I've visited this particular smoking chamber.
No,
Are we far
and
from
this,
your dorm room?
this is kind of like stuffy and upscale, so you're like, maybe this is a teacher's or
This could be.
professor's smoke room.
Teacher's lounge. Are we in the
Yeah.
teacher's lounge right now?
Possibly. It's
Mm.
empty. The lights are off.
Is there any
Eh.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is there anything like unusual on like the table or perhaps on the countertops in here that would indicate stuff went down?
No, it just kind of looks like a place where people can like sit and chat. There's like a lot of chairs in this room. There's a couple of desks and some cabinets on one wall. There's thick velvety drapes that smell like smoke over the windows, and the floors, like there's like a carpet on it that's fairly plush. Also just reeks of smoke if you like press into it.
Well,
I don't know where we are.
we should probably just keep moving, though, right? I mean,
Those kids weren't acting like anything really terrible was going on. But maybe there's sort of a business as usual cover going on here, so maybe we could act like business as usual ourselves.
how late is it now? Is it pretty late? Like, is it in the middle of the night or?
Oh no, I think it's probably like 9 o'clock.
Blinken would look to Loyal and Jillian and say, if we found our way out, do you think we should head to the girls' dorms first?
I would vote for that. My room is there. Maybe that's where Gladness would also hopefully be.
At least get some answers from somebody over there, hopefully.
Okay. So we just walk around like we know the place, right?
Mm-hmm. You should all, if you're asked, pretend that you lost your I mean, I have a bracelet that says that I go here. You guys don't have it. So either act like we all lost it in a pool accident or something, and I indicate to Loyal, or something to the effect that maybe we could tie both of these inconsistencies together.
Gran will start trying to dry off Loyal a little bit so he doesn't look so wet and out of
Yeah,
place.
he's like making a damp spot in the carpet as he's just standing there. That's
Wet
a lot
smoke.
of water.
One of my favorite smells.
Is there a curfew we have to worry about, Jillian?
So, yeah, when is lights out? Like, is there lights out in the dorms?
Yeah, it's 10:30 is when they ask people to like return to their dorm rooms. It's not necessarily a lights out, but like you're not supposed to in general be wandering the halls unless you have a reason to wander the halls.
The raves have to end at 10:30, for example. Okay. All right, you guys. 10:30 is when we should expect kind of a quieter atmosphere here.
Okay.
So,
Let's go then.
okay.
Yeah, you walk out into the hallway. The hallways are lit. They have magical like sconces on the walls that give off a warm golden light that is very pleasant. It clearly just reeks of like magic money. And there are paintings on the walls of rich people. It's you're not entirely sure who a lot of them are, but they all look like very wealthy or powerful or you know, fine paintings with picture frames, and there's tabards hanging up on the walls occasionally. But
Do I have
Jillian, you
any-
haven't been to this location, so you are in an area that you haven't been before.
Is there any kind of familiar signage or anything on the
Or
walls?
like some stairs that go down.
I don't actually even remember or know if my dorm was on the second floor or the first floor or the third.
It's easy to get
Where was
turned
I?
around in this building, especially you explored a little, but not a lot as you were nervous.
Fair.
But you were able to find the dining hall. So
Okay.
they probably are not serving food currently, however. It is well after dinner time, so I mean, you could try to follow your nose.
If we find the dining hall, I would be able to find my dorm from that. I don't know where, like I said, where we are right now, but we could sniff it out.
All right. Yeah, let's just look for. I mean, we're still on the second floor, right? We gotta find our way downstairs.
The dining hall was on the first floor. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Let's
It's
go
a little
downstairs.
loosey-goosey in here.
Let's find some stairs. Let's get downstairs.
Okay. Why don't you make maybe a survival check to try to navigate, or you can let me know how you are trying to find your way if you don't want to use a survival check.
Gosh, I think I would just I'll just use a survival check. I'd be looking for just where it seems like traffic is kind of being not diverted, but like where most of the people would be traveling. If it seems like there's a more official, well-traveled area in this floor, I would expect that would end up dumping us into a staircase
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay, so
Wait,
you're
roll
trying
survival.
to find people, and then you want to blend in with them.
Yeah, I mean that would be the goal.
Okay, all right. Make a roll for, to locate people, sound of people.
Okay. My locate people roll was an 8. Is this is not a survival then? Just a straight up D20?
Sure.
Okay, it's an 8.
Uh, yeah. You're like, yeah, I know where I'm going. It's totally around. You just walk, through a doorway, and you're out on another balcony.
Really thought this was it. You guys. Okay, let's turn around. It's here somewhere. I mean, how big is this library really? I mean, pretty big. I know.
Does anybody else want to give it a try?
Yeah, Gren will, let's see. Let me see if there's any. Can he make an investigation check or maybe like a history check of some sort to see if he remembers? I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know if
just
they
an
have the layout,
investigation.
but investigation, sure. What are you hoping to find with your investigation?
I mean, maybe the yeah, I don't know, like an exit somewhere that looks like it's
Well, that'd be a
sign.
perception. I'm looking for
a door
an
that
exit
doesn't look
sign.
like an office, basically. I don't know. It's looking for the exit sign or one of those little maps on the corner
Okay,
of
that
the
would be a
building.
perception if you're looking for a map
Okay.
or a door that looks different.
Horrible. We're stuck here.
You may die in the teacher's room
Yeah, it was
the library.
It was a 7. We're totally lost.
You walk through a doorway and you're like, wait a minute, have we been through this room before?
Going in circles.
This place is the worst.
I mean, if I thought that this book that I have would help us, I would bring it out. But I don't think this has the current layout because we already found that one door has been covered up.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably not a map in there, right?
If there was, it'd be 300 or so years old.
What if we start looking at building or room numbers? Start ticking
okay.
down the room numbers. Maybe we go to the smallest or the biggest number we could find.
Okay, that you can do an investigation
best.
check to look for room numbers or other kind of numbering systems or...
I'm gonna
All right,
roll
Gren's
with
going to
my-
try this too.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna roll with my advantage. Yeah,
All
maybe
right,
I should,
that's-
considering how you roll. I'm
That's
rolling
pretty
with
good.
advantage.
23 investigation.
Yes.
18.
So yeah, Gren, as you you aren't able to like locate a different kind of looking door, but as you investigate, you can see that there are small numbers in the door frame that you thought were part of a swirly pattern are actually like counting down, and you can follow those around the corner, and then it seems like maybe if you follow them down, you'll get to a staircase.
All right, Yeah, it goes
Okay.
this way, I think. The numbers. So they'll start following it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys and as you are following the numbers down, you get passed in the hallway by a like mousy brown haired human girl holding a couple of books, who like looks up at you and then just like wanders off, like kind of the same way you were going but faster.
Act like we totally belong here, and
Mhm.
I also stare her down a little bit.
Yeah, she's thoroughly freaked out.
Okay, good.
She's got that vibe of maybe she's bullied.
All right.
Blinken will fully like resist the urge to go and run and hug her and say, "I'm your friend," but I'm resisting it. I'm resisting it.
that might be too much
Mhm.
for this individual. This random stranger hugs.
Mhm.
But you know, you can kind of follow her too. Like she's going somewhere. And it seems to be in right now the same direction you are, but she eventually has to go back to the girls' dorm because it's getting later.
Is there any rules about having boys in the girls' dorms?
I haven't been given that talk yet, so I don't know that I know.
Let's just
like-
go. Let's just go. We
Yeah.
just got to get there.
I think we can all let's just go.
Okay.
My consultation wasn't until the next day after the incident. I didn't get I don't know.
Okay. So you follow her down the stairs and around the corner, and you are rewarded with the sound of like people talking in the distance, and you kind of like look in one of the doorways, and there are like a couple of tables and what looks like maybe it's some kind of study hall kind of thing, where a couple of students are like all sitting at table, like a round table with books laid out, like stacks of books, and they're all like discussing stuff and they're pointing, and um, somebody's like writing with a scroll, taking notes of what they're discussing. And do you go in or you can continue down?
Have I been here? Is this a familiar room to me? Would I be able to locate my dorm from here?
Make a, oh gosh, history check, or would it be yeah, maybe a history check. See if you can like remember 6 days ago. 2
Survival.
days you were here. Does this seem
History.
familiar?
17.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, there were some dorks in here before. You you remember walking by. Now that you've seen it from this angle, you're like, oh, I think I could get us to the girls' dorm.
Those dorks jogged my memory. Let's go. I know where we're headed.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Now, with renewed confidence, you are able to navigate down the hallways. It very much is evident that like all these different hallways and wings are like different construction projects. One will have like a stonework kind of vibe, and another one will be like cherry wood, and another hallway will kind of seem like oak or plaster. So it's a little confusing the first time you walk through, but afterwards you're like, oh, okay, this is the plaster section, and then it goes into the oak and then the cherry one. And you're able to navigate through weavy, windy hallways, past multiple doors and beautiful little carved like relief paintings and sculptures and some busts of some random stuff. And finally, you get to see the entrance to the girls' dormitory wing. There are some like little waiting alcoves on each side of the hallway where there's like a fireplace and there's some cute little love seats where you were explained on the tour that they could meet their beaux and like sit in front of the fireplace and discuss magic back in the day. And you're like, yeah, okay, not doing that.
Okay.
Are there other people like still walking around and stuff?
Yeah, there's people, usually either one or like two or three walking together. Most of them are carrying books or bags or things. Some of them seem to be excitedly talking about learning or spells or history or weird arcane stuff. Just did you ever know that you could find a salamander, that spits fire? And they just trail off as they walk down the hallway. Super excited.
So we're still trying to find my room. Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
Let's.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Is there any way we can? Before we go into the room, is there some sort of like dormitory list so you know who's in what room so that we could see if somebody was newly placed in a room, say one loyal sister?
Not per se.
Okay.
Jillian, you noticed that when you had moved in, they put a really dorky like "Welcome Jillian" like banner, like a paper
construction paper
scroll
stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of like it was shaped like pumpkin on your door, and you like ripped it off right away.
Yeah, it was not black enough for my soul.
Yeah. So yeah, that possibly that is what they do for regular new students.
Keep an eye on the doors. I'll take them to what was my room.
Okay. Yeah, you without too much work, you were able to locate what you believe was your room. And
Why
you
are
are
phrasing it like
greeted.
that?
You are greeted by construction paper in the shape of a cat that says "Welcome Gladness."
Oh.
Two birds.
Jillian, you found it. That's amazing, Jillian.
Is that your real name?
No,
Gladness? Are you,
that's not my
are you
real
really
name.
a Gladness?
No, absolutely not.
Sure thing, Gladys.
So it appears that they have they put somebody else in the room that you were in.
They've repurposed my room. Great. But I mean, this is your sister, right, Lyle?
I can only assume, actually.
Okay, well,
Knock on the door. Knock on
it's a one
Oh, that
person
was-
room too, correct? Like that was
Oh yeah, they
it was
don't
for me.
share.
Okay.
Didn't
Fucking
know.
poor people share.
Knock on the door. I tried the door first. I mean, maybe the locks are the same.
It's not locked. Are you just gonna barge on in?
I open the door and then I push Loyal in first.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's her sister. Just get in there. Also, I don't think that you dudes are supposed to be out in the hallway right now, so get in.
Yeah, so okay. You all like bum rush into this room.
Yes, we do.
Oh my god.
Um
What could possibly happen?
and it's a beautiful like room with like wood furniture and there's not a lot of decorations, but it's nice. It's nice quality. It's probably nicer than anywhere Loyal has ever stayed. And like you know notice immediately sitting at this little makeshift desk with like papers piled up high is a familiar face. Your sister Gladness looks up from possibly writing a paper on something, and she just goes, "Oh, Loyal!" And she just runs over and she gives you a big hug. She's like, "Oh, I'm so excited! This is the best present ever!"
Loyal will be fighting to stay up and not break down, and we'll just kind of hug her a little harder.
How did you convince them?
Just happened to do a bit of a favor, and can't stay too long, but at least got some help, at least finding you. Just wanted to check in.
They said that you were going to be working on the project for them, and I mean that's really cool, like things are finally turning up for us, and I'm learning how to do magic, and I've met so many friends, and they're so nice, and like I met with my advisor yesterday, and I'm gonna do all kinds of magic. Like I'm gonna learn healing magic, and I'm gonna learn like maybe some like remove disease magic, and she just like goes on and on and on.
I think Loyal's just going to let her go and just kind of sit and bask in it, because this is a lot different than what he was imagining her current situation was.
Yeah, she looks fine, and she's very excited. She's got lots of books. She's got like it looks like somebody has supplied her with like school supplies, so that she's got inks and quills and things. Yeah, she's so excited.
Jillian's looking around for a cat. Her nose is starting to run.
What you notice is that there is a very large gift basket kind of like pushed into the corner of the room, next to the front door, and it has a card kind of popping out of it that says Ilian.
What? I go over to it.
Yeah, you pick it up, and it's a gift basket, and you pick up the card, which you could read the end that says Ilian, and yes, when you pull it out, it says Jillian on it, and it smells like lavender and like maybe lemon, and as you look down, there is like a rubber ducky, and there's all kinds of like bath soaps in it, and
This wasn't here when I first had this room, right? Or did I leave this basket here?
no, it wasn't here when you were here.
Oh.
And Gladys kind of looks over and she goes, "Oh, that was here when I got here. I don't know who that is though."
It's me. I'm Jillian.
Oh, where's your room? Because they delivered it to this one and I couldn't find you.
Well, this is my room. It was my room. It's your room now.
Well, that's because
Don't
we're
feel-
on that special project, right, Jillian?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. We're on that special project.
Okay.
Do you want to? Yeah. So, do you want any of this stuff? You can have any of this stuff. It's okay. Don't feel bad. This is your
Oh.
room now.
I mean, it smells so nice. I mean, like, are those like
Mhm.
bath soaps or, like, you know, I didn't want to use anything because I mean, like, I didn't know if someone was coming back for them, and I didn't want to like steal or anything. But, yeah, I didn't know what to do with it.
You're very kind and considerate, but you're welcome to all of this
Oh,
stuff.
That'll be so fun. I just, you know, like, it just seems so sweet and like it smells so good.
Is there say anything else on the card besides my name?
Yeah, if you open it up, there is a message scrawled in from your mother. That is just, "We're so proud of you." And you know, now that you are pursuing your education, and we can't wait to see the illusionist that you will become. And just like hugs and kisses, Mom and Dad.
What's that one say?
It's just congratulations from the school for achieving this position here as a student. It's nothing. I'm just gonna put it away. And she pops it into her bag, in her pocket. Or maybe she probably folds it up too, in a way that might mutilate it,
Okay.
and jams it into a pocket.
Gren and Blinken, please roll a history check for me.
21.
Oh,
Not as good. History, you said?
yeah.
14.
Okay. Gren, you're not that familiar with it, but Blinken, that is a Fuzzy Duckling's Magical Funtime Bathhouse rubber ducky. In that, yeah, there
No.
is a Fuzzy Duckling's Magical Funtime Bathhouse in the city where your your temple is originally, and it is so cute. And you've gone. I don't know if you've gone, but you've always wanted to go if you haven't. It is adorable. There's illusions everywhere, and it's like themed kind of bathhouses, and that is a certified Fuzzy Duckling's Magical Funtime Bathhouse rubber ducky.
What?
She tugs at Jillian's cape.
What is
Jillian?
it?
Jillian?
Yeah. What is it?
I
do you
want
want?
that. I would like that duck if you're giving things away. If Royal's sister isn't too upset, but I would really like that duck.
They're collectible.
You want this duck?
Yes, please.
You want to have this as one of your possessions? Yeah, absolutely. That's all you want. Okay, here you go. Yeah, take it.
And then I look over at Loyal's sister and I said, "Hi, my name is Blinken. Can I have this duck if you don't mind, please?"
Oh, I mean, it's not mine, so if she says you can, then sure.
And Blinken does a little dance and then looks at it, kisses it, and puts it in her bag of holding.
Yes, you now possess a Fuzzy Ducklings Magical Fun Time Bathhouse collectible rubber ducky.
Jillian's gonna do a quick once over and make sure there's nothing else from there in her basket.
There it is, but it's not as cheesy as that. Like this,
And obvious.
like the soaps and things. A lot of them are sold, through at the establishment, or are used at the establishment. But it's not like brand merchandise.
It's not stamped in the soap and stuff.
You know what? On some of the soap, there is the shape of a rubber ducky on
Probably
it.
is.
But it's not like the name of the establishment isn't there. It's just recognizable to those who know. If you know, then you know.
If you know, you know. All right. I will downplay any other things in there that might look familiar.
Okay. And you know that there is no so this is like a chain of bathhouses, and there is not one in LSR. Which,
But
there-
it's a
there might have-
collectible, and it
Yes.
is currency if it's a collectible.
It's got a number
Right.
34 stamped underneath it.
So you know that you got one of the good ones.
Yes. Thank you, Julian. I really appreciate this. You don't know what this means to me. Thank you so much.
Mm, You're welcome. For everything you've done. It's just a little rubber duck. But
No.
to me,
Okay.
to you, it's a treasure.
So,
Loyal is going to dig into his bag and pull out a book, and will pass Gladness the Alchemy Potions book. It might help. Don't know if it'll come in handy, but
Oh man, this is so great. She starts like paging through it.
I'll try to check in when I can, but it might be a little bit. Sorry, it kind of, took you by surprise, and I couldn't be there to surprise you with it. But I guess how much have you heard about the special project?
Your special project? I
Yes.
haven't. They said it was very important, and that you'd be around eventually.
It
So-
should hopefully be. I guess we'll see when I can get away, but don't worry, I'm all right. You keep on studying, and when I get some time, I'll make sure that I get a hold of you. Okay?
Okay. I've been talking with some of the other students, and I was starting to get worried because they said there was like an accident that happened. But I thought that was the job that you were involved in, but they wouldn't just lie and say
No.
that like something bad had happened to you, and or say that nothing had happened to you if something bad happened.
I mean, a number of books fell over, and there's a little bit of chaos, but everything's just fine.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I
good.
really wanted to find you and check in since I really couldn't get away for a time.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that. So there was this girl, like, who was like in charge of some stuff before I got here. I think her name was like Minerva, and they said that she kind of like went a little screwy, and like they made her move her room to like a different wing or something.
What do you mean screwy? I mean, I
Well,
knew who
there was
she
like
was.
an accident,
Yeah,
and
we
then
met
she
her.
like she went to. I mean,
Mm.
maybe it was like a spell that went bad. I don't know. Like,
Mm.
but they said that like something happened to her, and then it was the same time as Loyal did this job, and so I was really starting to worry. But I mean, everything's fine.
Maybe
So,
Where's
maybe we should check on her. Do you know where she stays, by any chance?
well, so she's not in this wing, so they moved her to
Uh-huh.
like just off of where the teachers rooms are, like where their private rooms are, and it's like sort of like between that and the medical wing.
Ah, okay.
So
Grin has no idea where that is. He's just acting like it. Ah.
okay,
all just
well,
nodding in unison, I think.
yeah, Jillian, why don't you roll to see if you know where the nurse's office is?
Ooh, doubtful. That's a 5.
Yeah, you didn't bother trying to go to the nurse's office while you were here.
No, my allergies are well under control.
Blinken would look at Gladness and say, where did you hear this stuff from? Is it just in passing with people, like gossiping, or
I mean, it's just, like I hear people kind of, yeah, gossiping and talking about stuff, like rumors, like, like there's some weird stuff happening. Like they're saying that, like nightingales have been seen like doing memorations during the day and like some other weird stuff, you know?
that makes sense? So with just because I haven't been in very far because I'm on the same team that Loyal is for his job. They didn't tell us where some of the things are. Did they give you like a student handbook or anything that we could probably borrow to look at for a little bit?
Um, they didn't, but I took notes.
Hmm.
Do you want to borrow my notes?
You are very studious, and I'm very, very proud that you have these notes. Do you mind if we look at them very quickly?
Oh, sure. I mean, I believe that you should be as prepared as you can be. So, and she like runs over to her notes and she starts like digging through her notes and she pulls out a couple pieces of parchment and she hands it to you, and it's just like a makeshift little, she's made a little map of like, with notes like don't go here with like a little arrow and like nurse, and there's like a little like cute little plus sign for nurse there, and um there's another room that says advisor's office, and this way to the cafeteria, kind of things.
Nurse location on there, so that's where Minerva is close to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Loyal, your sister Gladness is truly becoming my best friend.
I'm so glad. Maybe we'll have a class together.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Okay then.
Well, I will send word for Royal when he comes and visits you that I will probably say hi as well. And then maybe sometime when you're graduated, we can go out for sticky, fun, sweet things on sticks because I know a place.
Oh, okay. Well, but you're a student here, right?
Oh, no, like I said, I'm on the team that's doing this special project.
She's like leans over and takes her paper back from you.
Oh, but I'm a student here. Because the basket. You wouldn't mind if we just borrow your map for a while, or do you want to copy it so you have a copy and then we could have this map? These guys are gonna maybe need it. I don't need it. Clearly.
She's gonna look at you. She's gonna look suspiciously at Blinken, and then she's just gonna hand it to Loyal.
It's fair.
Thank you. There, you know how confusing it is around here to give us the best directions. Took me a while to get back to you, so
Right.
this will help.
Okay. Well, will I see you soon? Are you going back on another mission?
Going out for something here, and I don't know when exactly they're gonna send me off, and don't know how quickly I'll be able to get back, but you keep on. You study up. You know, you make tons of friends, and you know, you be ready to take care of your big brother when I come back.
Okay. That sounds good.
It was very nice to meet you, Gladness.
And it was nice to meet you too. You're not sure if she's entirely truthful. She's being very polite.
My sister. I will kind of give her one last real big hug and kind of whisper to her. Love you, love you, Ness, and you just study up.
Okay, I'm going to make you so proud. And you know, like, I hardly have any nightmares anymore.
You've,
They gave me like this potion. And she like shakes it and puts it back down next to her bed.
Can Gren kind of see the potion and just kind of try to tell if he knows what it is?
It's kind of a potion bottle shape, but
Like
why
it's
don't
not
you
transparent. Like, can he see the liquid in it?
make an Arcana roll to see if you know anything that does that.
Oh god, that was horrible. Dice are not liking me tonight. Arcana, that's 6.
You haven't heard of anything that can get rid of nightmares.
Guess when was the last time you had one?
Oh, I take it almost every night.
Did they give it to you in the nurse's office?
Mhm.
Did you go in there saying you had nightmares? Did you tell them
Oh,
that you needed it?
Well, I just sometimes when I have nightmares, like I'm a little noisy. So like one of the other girls mentioned I should go. So I mean they said it was like some kind of weird magic poisoning, I think.
I'm sure
poisoning?
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. As
But
long
it's
as
so much better. So much better. Sorry, it's
Working.
kind of weird. It's too much TMI.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Loyal, this is the first time you've heard magic poisoning.
Magic poisoning's new.
Yeah.
Interesting that they have a name for it, or they know about it.
Are you the only one that has to take this? Are you alone in having this condition? Gladness? I didn't have it.
No, it's a personal thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't mean to make this awkward. We don't need to talk about it. That's fine. We can. It's too late, right?
Okay. I mean, if you have magic poisoning, you should see the nurse. I don't know. I don't think it's a common thing.
Did they say if they're gonna help get rid of it, or is this just still temporary?
Well, I don't know, but they said I should take this and it would get better.
Gran is gonna walk over and pick up the potion bottle
Okay.
and start
Yeah, sure.
looking at it.
Sure.
And he's gonna turn his back, and then using a spell slot, he's gonna cast Identify on the potion.
Okay.
So he can
How-
do it
how
kind of
long
like
does-
instantly.
Is it instant?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not for magic poisoning.
Yeah.
And you've never heard of magic poisoning before. And it's some kind of like, gosh, how do I it kind of like eats away and dispels a magic over a long period of time.
Interesting. And then he'll just kind of give it back to her.
Hey. All right, well, you guys should go cuz it's getting late. And I
Right,
don't
right.
want to get in trouble.
And you have studying to do, yes, yes.
I mean, it's almost 10:30 and they don't like I don't want to get them mad.
Set the time. All right. One more hug.
Okay. She hugs you. All right, but come back soon, like not so late though, like earlier.
We'll try to find some time, maybe a picnic.
Okay.
As we're going out, Jillian is going to try to sleight of hand one of the lavender soaps that she pretended that she was super grossed out by.
Okay. It's delightful.
She's going to pop it in her bag.
All right. Yeah, you got a lavender soap. It's got a duck symbol like pressed into the top of it. All right, you guys are.
Yeah, we left, right?
Yeah,
as-
you're kind of like ushered out into the hallway.
As we're walking away, Gren will tell everybody what he learned about the potion.
Do we need to go to the nurse's office tonight?
I mean,
Should we just get out of here at this point? Have we pressed our luck too far?
it's not 10:30 yet, right?
Are we going to just follow their rules?
I mean, we are inside, and it took a bit to get in, so maybe not leave
be-
quite yet.
It might be real hard to get back in here if we don't get caught.
Is there any unpatrolled places that we could go? Okay. Backtrack. Blinken will ask, Jillian, you're a master of knowing where you're not supposed to go that you have been to. Do you know of any place that doesn't have anybody patrolling it that we could hang out at for a while? Because you don't have a room.
You guys are asking me a lot of layout questions about a building that I've only been in for like 24 hours beforehand.
Yeah,
Listen,
but you're bright.
I've
What did
Well,
you do
thank
while
you.
you were here?
I ate, I looked at books, and I may have done my nails a couple of times. Black, of course. Not too much else. I didn't case the joint for coming back
You
later.
didn't walk around.
It was a day. It was 24 hours.
Very tired.
No, I didn't. I didn't really do that.
Okay.
We're gonna all have to put our heads together to figure out this stuff.
Why don't
Royal.
we go towards the nurse's office, and if we see like an empty office or something, maybe we can kind of scope that out as a possible place to lay low. I don't know.
Well, it seems like a good time to go see what this potion is. If she got it from the nurse's office, what it actually is, what it's for. There could be some notes in there. This is very weird, right? They didn't give anything like this to me. This is after-
She had been plagued by nightmares for a number of years, so at least helping her sleep at night.
I'm very happy you had your reunification, but we should probably keep moving.
Yeah, it's good to know that your sister's all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely is the load off.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna try to find Minerva?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Gren
She
thinks we
deserves what
should.
she got. Just leave her.
I think she knows what happened to us, and that's why they put her in there, right? Because she was probably upset.
Now they can keep an eye on her because she's up by the teachers somewhere. They said she was by the nurse's office and the teachers. We've got this map, the little cross on it that Gladness so carefully put together. We're lucky your sister's is very particular about details.
Yes. Just glad she's okay.
Okay, let's go. We probably need to hurry, right? I mean, it's getting late.
Yeah. Let's see if we can figure out where this is.
Yeah, you, without too much trouble and use of the roughly drawn map, you're able to follow your way to what looks like the nurse's office, and you can see kind of beyond are where like the faculty rooms begin. Do you go into the nurse's office, or
Jillian in the lead, hopefully.
Does it look like there's somebody there? Like still working?
yeah, there's a warm light kind of emanating. It looks like, you know, in a school like this there probably is somebody on call all hours, probably for magical problems and explosions and things.
So Blinken's gonna look at Jillian and say, since you have your bracelet that says you're a student here, my curiosity would lead me to believe if you went in with the same symptoms as Gladness did, they would give you the same potion.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I want to
I mean,
see.
I was just gonna say maybe you're just here trying to visit her.
It's true,
She's got to have friends, right?
true, but I also don't want to get kicked out if we aren't students because it is almost 10:30. So my question would be, if Jillian, you went in complaining of these ailments and they gave you the same potion, if it really came from the nurse or if it came from somebody else, because we know that Gladness is connected to Loyal. Conspiracy. I know. Just saying. Are you not following me?
I think we just
Yeah.
sneak around
No,
and
I
try
am,
to find
but-
her room, right? I mean,
I think one of us is looking for the potion, right? And one of us is looking for Minerva. We want all that stuff to happen.
I
I
think we
think,
try to find Minerva first. What do you-
I don't know how to find her. I just would, we know
How
she's
big is
here
the building?
somewhere.
Is it like enormous? Is it like?
The library is
Well, I mean, where the
enormous.
nurses
Yeah.
area, like
well,
we think they might have
there's
her.
a door, and you're not sure how big the room or rooms, or if it's the beginning of a wing or what. There's a door that says nurse's office. You guys are all kind of like loitering outside of it.
why don't we just go in there and ask for her? What do you think?
See if we can see Minerva or find out what
Yeah, we're
happened to her
just
while
friends,
I
and
also have
we'd like to visit.
issues. Okay,
What do you
two
think?
birds again. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so, are you guys are staying out or coming in?
I follow after you.
Okay,
Let's
good.
let's all go in.
Pool accident, lost your bracelets. Check. Let's go.
Do they even have a pool?
They must somewhere. Rich people like to
Library?
float.
They have a pool at the library.
Let's go.
It's the weirdest library I've ever been in.
Knock, 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 knock.
Yeah, the door opens, and you are greeted by a female dwarf with a light beard. Just, oh, how can I help you?
Oh, I've been having the worst nightmares. I have some things I need to study. I need to get some rest. Is there?
Oh
do you-
no.
you have
Why don't you
anything?
come right in? and
okay,
we'll
okay.
have a look you over.
Okay, that'd be great. Come on, you guys.
We all kind of just file in
Oh,
after.
you have a lot of friends. She,
We're very supportive.
We
we're,
thought
we're
she
a
should
tight
come here. Yeah.
group. Yeah.
well, it's good that you all are trying to look after her and you want her to be healthy. Okay. But let me just bring her over here. She kind of like pulls you away from the group. Over next to like some cots, and like they've got like a sheet kind of, partitioning some things, and she rubs her hands together and casts like an identify kind of a some kind of a identify magical slash medicine check on you.
While this is all happening, Granna's kind of looking all over the place, trying to, like, are there other patients in this area, or can he?
There's like let's see. There's one like halfling that is laying down on a cot with a bright red nose, like maybe his nose got like broken slightly. And he's got a big thing of ice, and he's laying out in a cot, and there's a couple of different like rooms down connecting to this main room. Do you try to take a look in?
Maybe we should look in one of those rooms.
I'll cover for you. Go do it.
It's this armor. It's kind of clangy. I'm not very good at sneaking around. Anybody else?
Blinken rolls her eyes. Okay, fine. I'll go do it if I can see in the windows.
Just if they catch you, just say you're looking for someone.
I got an idea. Let me go look in the windows. I'll be right back. If anybody catches me, guys, don't deny what I say.
We'll play along. Don't worry.
Okay. So Blinken will walk down the hallway to look in all of the windows that she can possibly look in.
Yeah, you inch along, and then you like flip around and then stand up on your tippy toes, look through the window. Yeah, like some of the rooms are empty, but about the third room that you look in, there is what seems to be a person in there who looks kind of disheveled. Make a perception check.
15.
That could be Minerva.
Okay. I'm going to keep looking.
Okay. Yeah, you go down, and there's not really, I mean, there's like one other person in one of them, but they don't look like anybody you know.
Okay. I will make my way back to the group.
Okay.
Well, did you see anything?
I'm pretty sure the third room has Minerva in it.
What?
I can't
What
be
should-
sure, but I'm pretty sure.
What do you think we should do?
Well, I want to try and see what happens with Jillian, but ask Loyal what he wants to do. I'm not a
Well-
decision maker.
Loyal, what do you think? Should we go back there?
Busy right now. The nurses might be a good time.
You turn around, and she's the nurse is saying, "No, I don't think you should really be smoking as much as you've been doing."
It's all those clove cigarettes.
Anyway.
Hmm. I'll do my best not to. I know they're terrible for me, but you know what? They help too. They help
Well,
a
I
lot
can
of
get you
things.
something else for that one. She goes over, she starts digging through a
But-
drawer, and
But my aesthetic.
she hands you a big a bag of lozenges.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, anytime you have one of those allergy attacks, just have a lozenge.
Okay. I've never tried these. Thanks. I will. But so you don't have anything for my nightmares?
Well, they seem to be not they're not magical, or you don't have anything affecting you. So I
Okay.
think if you just maybe talked about your problems with someone, it would really help.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, now you
Okay.
have all these nice friends here.
Well, it's funny you say that. Speaking of friends, Nervy, been wondering about Nervy.
Oh,
Minerva.
yeah.
Sorry. We kind of I'm kind of a new student. We kind of bonded a little bit because she's higher up leadership type person. I haven't seen her for a while. I heard something happened to her, and I am like a little concerned about her. And I mean, I kind of want to check in, see if she's okay.
Oh dear, she's I don't know if it's right. Like, she's not in a good mood for visitors.
She'd be in a good mood to see me. We bonded.
They're practically family.
Yeah,
She's
we are.
um
We've shared a lot of recipes for casseroles. We bonded over food. It's a strong bond.
well, as her medical provider, I don't think that it's a good idea for her to entertain guests yet. I'm hoping that she'll make a full mend, but she had a shock. I think she's yeah. I don't really want to go too much into detail about her personal medical history, but she has not been well enough yet to receive anyone.
Is she getting better though? Are you helping
Oh,
her?
of course she's getting better. Make sorry, what is it? Deception check? No, what is it?
Insight
it's
check.
Insight check.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
The nurse is telling lies. Okay. That's a slippery dice, tell ya. That's a 16.
Yeah, that's the
Super
tone
sus.
of voice that adults make when they're trying to tell you something that you want to hear.
Mhm.
So you can gather that she is not getting better.
Lincoln will nudge Grin and say, "Don't you have something to talk to the nurse about, too? I mean, we did come all this way so you could talk to her, too."
Oh, do you have a personal problem?
Do you
We
need
can
us all
talk
to
over
leave?
in the other room if you want to. If it's something embarrassing.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, why don't we do that?
All right. Why don't you just wait out here, and we'll be right back. She walks over, and like you guys go behind a partition. You hear like the curtain just shh.
The rubber gloves.
All right. What do you guys do now that you're out of sight?
Lincoln looks at Jillian. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And says, "Jillian, I think Minerva's in room 3. I did some recon, and I think she's in room 3.
Can we get in there?
I don't
Did you try the
know.
door?
I did
Oh,
try
okay.
the door.
Okay, well, you did good. We'll wait till he's done in there. No, he doesn't really have a problem. Okay. Okay,
Over
let's go
here,
check it out.
over here.
Okay. Do you guys try the door?
Minerva, door number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's locked.
Well, no problem here. I will pull out my thieves' tools and take a run at it. Is anyone coming? Do I have a lookout here?
I will keep a lookout.
Okay.
You hear Gran in the background, like, and then my feet, like, sometimes they just smell really bad. And he's like listing off like all these different symptoms to try to keep her busy.
Have you tried talcum powder?
What's that? Do you have any?
Well, let me tell you.
Where does that come from? Just the worst questions ever.
So, what ability do I get to work with here?
So it is sleight of hand, and then
God.
you add your thieves' tools if you have thieves' tools. So that's your proficiency bonus.
Okay,
if
so
you
that was a terrible roll, but it's not a 1, 2. So I got a 9, 11. Rolled an 11. I mean, I got an 11.
It doesn't quite work. You're like, it just won't, like, it's sticky or something, and you're afraid that it's gonna break if you really, give it a too much wrist action.
But I can see her in there.
Yeah, you can see it. She is sitting on a cot with her back against the wall. Like, you can see her side profile, and she's just like staring at the floor.
Tap on the door.
She doesn't look up.
I'm gonna knock a little harder.
She kind of like starts and like looks around and then looks at you, and then she looks like really confused. Yeah, she kind of gets up and walks towards you. She's got these dark circles under her eyes. Like, it looks like she hasn't been sleeping well. Like, her eyes are red, like she's been crying a lot. She looks like a nervous wreck. And she puts her hand on the glass.
No. That's it, huh?
Yeah,
I'll
she's
put my hand up
locked
there
in
too.
here.
And I'll try to make sure she sees who I am. Because she knows who I am from before.
Yeah, she's very confused. And she kind of like presses her face up against the glass, and she can see like Loyal and Blinken.
With paper.
And she she lets out like a sigh, like, but she's still like, it's not full relief. Like, she's not, things aren't fixed now that she knows 3 of you lived.
Jillian is gonna turn over the map that Gladness wrote on, and she's gonna write "Are you okay?" on it and slap it up on the window.
She'll just shake her head.
Okay, I'm gonna take the paper down and say, "Do you need us to get you out of here?" Put it up there. I can write really fast and legibly.
She You could just see her thinking. Like she's not like she doesn't know.
I'll rattle the doorknob.
Yeah,
Nothing.
she knows it's locked.
Can I try again, or am I out of
Yeah,
luck?
yeah, you
for
can
that?
try again. Do you want to do anything differently?
In terms of how I pick this lock.
Yes.
Perhaps I will put the bottom pin in first instead of the top pin, and I will
Okay.
twist it counterclockwise instead of clockwise.
Okay. All right, sure.
I don't have any advantages, so here we go. Oh, yes. So that is 27.
Whoa.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, yeah. You just like with that added emotional motivation of
I got
seeing
this.
this distraught person locked in a cell, a medical cell. You are just you give it another like wrench and it just it pops open.
Oh,
You just hear behind you, have you tried any ointment?
I don't know. It doesn't seem to make the bumps go away.
Blinken looks at Loyal, looks at Jillian, looks at Loyal again, says, "You need to go distract that nose still and say something about you having problems." Go!
Sometimes blood comes out of it.
Oh, that's not okay.
Did you just hear Gren just like just making things up?
It's doing okay.
Alright.
We just gotta hurry up.
We could take as long as we want. This is actually pretty entertaining.
All right. You open the door. Do you
Mhm.
go inside?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Um,
Blinken with me, right? Blinken and Loyal are both with me.
Do you all go inside?
Loyal will kind of stay out and try to like block the window and like waiting for Gren and kind of
okay.
keep a lookout.
Blinken will go in.
Okay. All right. Two ladies. You go into the room, and she immediately just hugs you. She goes, "Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh God, you're alive. Oh God. Oh God, so many people.
Oh, a lot of us are okay.
Hi.
How are you? Are they keeping you here against your will?
She grabs Lincoln by the shoulder. She's just touching you, you know. They after the accident, the other ones, the other volunteers didn't fall in, but I think they killed them. I
What?
mean, I just
Why
they
do you
went
think that?
in the room, and then there was blood, and
Okay. Calm down. Deep breath. I need you to tell me who they are.
the head mages, they called everyone, and they brought them in, and they asked some questions, and oh gosh, there were bats. There's so many bats.
There were a lot of bats.
There were bats.
Okay, Minerva. Okay, thank you for telling us this, but I want to make sure you're okay. Do you think you could spend a couple more days in here and get some good relaxation? And then we can come back and see how you're doing and check in with you, because the nurse thinks that you need more time. And I don't want to get caught with her, so I want to see if we can't come back to help you get out.
I don't have anywhere to go, but I don't. I think there was something really bad in the library. I mean, there were so many. They brought in all these people, and I. Do you think they're going to kill me?
I don't think they're going to kill you. I don't know what they did to those other people.
I mean, I
That's-
don't know what happened to anyone else. I mean, everyone else is gone, but me. And they locked me in here, and I don't know what to do. And
Okay. Again, deep breath. I have an idea. Jillian, I think the safest place for her is in here. What do you think?
Well, we do have somewhere she could go if we could get her out, but I think that's gonna raise some suspicion.
Okay, so Minerva, I need to know if you can pretend that you're mesmerized when you see anybody except maybe the nurse. Like you forgot everything and you, oh my goodness, you just totally don't remember whatever happened. Do you think you can do that?
Maybe you could stay as, don't act like you're getting better, but don't act like you're getting worse. It seems like they're aware that you're not improving.
well, there's nothing wrong with me. Just, I mean,
Okay. Do you know anything possibly about other people that have still been missing?
I think they're dead.
I don't want you to be in harm's way. That's where I'm concerned. Are you concerned about if you leave, you're going to be confronted by these mages?
Well, I am now.
Okay. That's why I think maybe you could pretend that you don't remember anything, and then that way you could be better, and they just let you go, and they don't
Or
have to
let's
know.
just get her out of here.
I don't want people following us. Plus, how are we going to get past the nurse with a whole nother body with us? Especially since we've already said we want to see her.
It's
She stops you and just goes, "Don't tell them that you are alive. Don't tell them."
Ooh.
Judging by what happened to the others. The head mages?
I thought they were just going to question. I thought I was in trouble about, that I had done something wrong because I took so long to mention to anybody about the structural damage. But, and then I thought, maybe I would be expelled because of, like people fell through the floor. But I mean, but you're okay. But the
So
people that were pulled away for questioning, I never heard from them again. And when I went, there was blood. I think something really wrong is going on. I think that they don't want anyone to know about what happened, and I don't just think that they're upset because there was an accident.
There's a cover story out on the street that there was an earthquake. It's a cover-up. Something really did. I don't think you're safe here.
What was down there?
Lincoln will look at Jillian with knowing eyes, but not like say anything.
Something very old is down there. We're still alive. But it's not a good place down there. No. Have you seen a lot of clerics up here? I mean, there was a lot before the accident too.
I mean, there's always clerics here. I haven't really been outside this room for a while. Just right after the accident, they were asking questions, and then I went to check to see what had happened, and then I confronted the headmaster, and I asked them what had happened, and then I ended up in here.
Don't take this the wrong way, but why did they spare you?
Well, I'm the only one that was enrolled. Everyone else was a volunteer. You know, like, I asked anybody would help, you know, but anyone who was in that room, I mean, you were all, none of you were well, you fell through the floor. She looks at you, Jillian. But any of the others, they were just people. Just random people. And that's my fault.
This isn't your fault.
She looks pretty green.
Here, I pull out the soap I just stole.
From yourself.
I mean, I had already given it to her, but yeah. Sniff this on occasion. It's not really a big thing, but it'll make you feel a little bit more human. It's not your fault.
It's not.
Something else is going on here. You were just doing your job.
And I do not blame you, and I know my other compatriots won't blame you after they hear what you have said. So it's not your fault.
We gotta figure out what to do, though.
It's true.
Just want to jump in real quick. Thanks for the raid, Lord Gazumba.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, welcome. We are just, they have hunted down the girl who was in charge of moving books from one place to another before they fell through the floor and into a long lost temple or crypt of some kind, only to find that the people who did not fall through the floor have all mysteriously been disappeared and or murdered, except for Minerva, who has been locked up in the nurse's office since this all went down.
Well, Jillian, I know I don't feel good about leaving her here either, but I feel like she is way safer here than with us, because we can't keep an eye on her and do everything else we need to do.
It's ultimately, I think, up to Minerva. Everyone else has been, it's either us or they've been murdered.
I think so.
That was involved in this. There's nobody else.
I think I'm the last one who knows. Well, I mean, the head mages know.
Well, I think we should take you. Blinken thinks you should stay. What do you think? What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know where I would go.
Well, we have a place. We have somewhere you could go. There's cheese and rats there, but I think other than that, you'd be safe there. Minor things.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to die.
This I don't know how we're gonna get you out of here, but if you need it, we can try it.
But we should leave. I mean, if they find you here, I don't know what will happen.
We didn't know that when we came here. Now we know. You know the layout of the school much better than any of us. Do you think that if you want us to take you, you could help us get out unnoticed with you? Do you know any secret passages?
You don't have to tell us right now, but if you do, blink twice.
I'm just thinking. I
Okay.
usually just go in and out through the front door.
That might not work this time.
I mean, I can find a way. I'm a wizard after
Can
all.
find a way. All right. Should we do this?
If she wants to, we'll take the risk. I think she could be of great use to us. I just think she'd be safer here.
We're gonna have to figure something out. I think Gren is probably getting a full body cavity right now.
Turn your head and cough.
It hurts when I cough. Do you have anything for the cough?
Here, have a lozenge. You poor, poor boy.
I got one more thing I need to show you.
Boyle will give a light kind of tapping on the window. Hearing he's only got one more thing, you might be running out of ideas.
Okay. All right, what you guys gonna
Now
do?
or never.
We're taking you.
Okay.
Is that okay? Okay,
How about this? You go in front of me, put your cloak over her, and I'll walk as closely as possible behind you so it looks like we're still just walking, just the two of us. But somehow mysteriously you have extra feet.
Minerva, can you make yourself invisible or anything like that? I mean, do you have any kind of ways of hiding as a wizard?
I don't have invisibility. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. We can do it Blinken's way.
I have a backup plan if it doesn't work.
I am afraid to ask.
Don't.
Okay. Then I guess we're going to do the six-legged two-person trick on the way out.
You don't really have to do much of it. I mean, there is, the nurses behind the sheet, trying to help Gren with his long list of medical ailments and basic hygiene.
You go out first.
And,
I'll get Gwen, and we'll meet outside the door.
so the only person that you really need to be concerned about, I guess, is the one little halfling with the broken nose who is like currently icing his face in the corner.
He's fine. We'll be out of here in a second.
All right.
We're gonna make this move right now.
Okay. Yeah. You help Minerva to her feet. She's a little unstable. It seems like she's basically been maybe nervously bedridden for the past 3-4 days. Maybe it's 5 days. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Minerva, we're gonna follow you.
All right.
You're gonna have to find a way that's shielded from all of the eyes that might still be out there. It's late. I don't know if you know what time it is, but it's getting late, but it's not late enough.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right. She slinks out of the room and heads towards the door. She stops for a moment, looks at the little halfling boy, and just like, you didn't see anything. And she, like, the kid just, his eyes get real big, and then he just like looks at the wall. He's got that upperclassman mojo. And do you guys leave the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go to the first. Go back the way we came at the first corner and just wait. I'll look at Gren.
Make
And
it
then
fast.
kind of when they're out the door, I'll kind of give a bit of a cough, and to kind of clear my throat for a second, and just kind of straight up away now from Minerva's door. I'll kind of shift back to where I was before and kind of wait for Gren.
Do we want to put some kind of stuffing in her bed so it looks like she's sleeping? Cover it up before we head out.
How much time do you want to spend on that? Or
Loyal is right at the doorway, right?
This before or after the cough?
Oh. Okay, we didn't think about it in time. That's all right.
okay. All right. So the three girls are out in the hallway. Loyal, you are you in? Are you out? Are you gonna leave Gren here?
I'm waiting for Gren
Conspicuously
to
clearing
get
his
out.
throat.
Yep.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You'll keep this to yourself, right? You won't tell anybody.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Confidentiality and all that.
Okay. That's good to know.
But
Feel much
please
better now.
take these ointments. She
Okay.
just like loads you up with like a bunch of like a combination of things that look like Caladril, of like some kind of anti-itch, some kind of like possibly antifungal.
I'm gonna feel much better now.
Great.
All right, bye.
Poor
And
boy.
He's just gonna like walk fast out. He's got like an armful of bottles. Let's go. Dude, what happened?
Follow her along.
Let's go.
We got an extra passenger.
Okay.
No, just keep going. Right around here. Try to lead to where I think the gals will be.
Does
Yeah.
Minerva have a way to cover her face right now?
She does not. She is wearing a fairly dirty school uniform that she kind of smells a little. And she is leading the way. She does have shoes on, but it's clear like she hasn't had a change of clothes in a day or two.
Jillian would take her nice cloak off. This is temporary, Minerva. And I put the cloak on her and I pull the hood over her head and keep moving.
All right. Yeah, she ducks low,
Yeah.
and kind of hides her face with it. All right, this way. And she starts leading the way up some stairs, down another corridor, and you emerge onto another like open air pathway on either the second or third story of the library. And as you are hurrying down this pathway, you hear the voice of somebody go, "Who goes there?" And I need everybody to roll for initiative, as a lot of you have been caught by some kind of night watch person. And that, though, is where we're going to end for the night. So I'll actually not have you roll for initiative right now, but we'll roll for initiative when we begin our next episode as you attempt to escape off of the library with your new / old friend, Minerva Prue, the pale blonde elf who got you all into this mess by promising you untold riches and favors, only to have you fall into the basement and become involved in a dark entity's scheme. So anyway, we're gonna go around the room and have everybody say who you are, where we can find you, and let's start with Tithalanos.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tithalanos. Again, thank you for watching. You can find me everywhere. Tithalanos. I keep it nice and easy for you. Also, Minerva, she did technically somehow succeed in payment for loyal services. So you know what? It's okay. I'll take it, even though she's still kind of a captive. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, you can find me all about the internets, and we'll see you out there.
All right. And just very briefly, I want to remind people we have a giveaway, and we will do our drawing right after we finish going around the circle and having everybody say where they can find him. So if you want to win digital loot tonight from Troll Lord Games, we are giving away a $10 promo code at the end of the stream for one lucky winner to purchase digital loot at the Troll Lord Games website. So please type !drawing and you could possibly win. Next up, Tara.
Hey everybody, my name is Tara. I am known on the interwebs as Your Know Me or Your Know Me Too. You can find me just about anywhere with either of those names. Look for this beautiful face. If you don't see me, check the two. And you can find me here streaming for Undying Sky as a Guild Superior member, and looking forward to many more adventures before the end of this, because boy, can I tell you, I'm having a good time.
Aw, thanks, Tara.
You're welcome.
All right, next up, Shelly.
Hey yo, it's Jelly. Having a great time here playing the Undying Sky. I echo the sentiments of Tara. Having a wonderful time. This is a great story. I'm also known as Flea Monkey out in the world. You can find me on Threads and Instagram at Hey It's Flea Monkey. Pretty easy to remember, huh? On Tuesdays, I'm over here still doing Heroes of Greyhawk, and Wednesdays over with Tithalanos on his channel doing Pathfinder. And this great game we're playing on Thursdays.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah. Happy that everybody is loving the campaign. And then next we have Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Andy G3D here on Twitch and other places around the internet. You can find me here every Tuesday night playing Desmond in our Heroes of Greyhawk game. And now on Thursdays, playing Gran, getting irrationally scared of school nurses now. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. So come check us out next week, too.
All right, and I am Ashley, otherwise known as Minnesota Muse. You can find me as Minnesota Muse on our Discord, Minnesota Muse on Blue Sky, or Minnesota Muse 99 on the Threads. You can also find me on Tuesdays on the Heroes of Greyhawk, where I play a problematic character who is very cute. And so with that, I think it's time to give away our $10 prize. All right. I'll do a countdown. 5,
Hold on
4,
1 second. Sorry.
3.5.
I'm just checking
3.5.
3.15.
What was there? Hold on.
2.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
2, 1, and go.
No.
Hey,
Scottish Jeff.
Scottish Jeff.
Are
What
you there?
is happening? For
We
those
need
of you
proof
that
of
don't know,
life.
Scottish Jeff has won for 3 of
Previously.
our 4 weeks, probably. 3 of our
Aw.
5 weeks.
Has Cardman
I say
transferred his
him
luck
and
over?
Cardman have got to go.
Is he
got
here?
The luck.
I don't know.
He may have been getting off early though. Actually,
Okay, well, if he's not here, we could try rolling again.
All right.
He's on. Oh,
Oh.
no. Wait,
Nope.
hold on.
Oh.
Nope.
oh, is he here?
All right. Let's try one more time.
Okay, here we go.
Snooze you lose, Jeff.
3, 2, 1. Who's up?
Scarpy
Scarpy TV.
Scarpy.
Woo!
Are you there, Scarpy?
Let's check.
Entered and ran away.
He's there. He's there.
Oh,
He's
no,
there,
he's
he's there.
here.
Oh, he is?
Yay.
All right,
All right,
all
Scarpy,
right.
you're a winner.
Yay.
All right. Andy will whisper you that prize after the show. Thank you so much for viewing. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for having fun conversation in the chat. We love you guys. And we will see you next week, next Thursday, for the Undying Sky. Have a good week.